you ready to find Jelani Day? Let's get you caught up with the case. Dr. Jelani Day is a 25-year-old ISU student. He disappeared on August 24th. Monday, August 23rd, he went to school, spoke to his mother, nothing unusual. That evening, he sent a text to his program director, Kara, to talk about an assignment, so they set up a meeting for the next day. On Tuesday, August 24th, he came into the school dressed for the meeting. Dress shirt, dress pants, dress shoes at 7:20 a.m. He went to Starbucks and then made a purchase, and that was the last transaction he made that day.
Well, he was actually supposed to come see me the next morning, and when he didn't show up, I texted to see, what was going on, and he didn't answer me, so I knew that they had class at 1, and so I waited for after class. He didn't show up, and then he had a patient, and he didn't show up for that.
So the school contacted authorities to do a wellness check on him. They couldn't find him, so they contacted his family. His family reported him missing, and that's when another surveillance video came up, and this time he wasn't wearing the same clothes. It was on that same day, August 24th at 9:20 a.m. He came into Beyond Hello dispensary store. He looked at the camera as if he was telling his family, "Hey, I was here." We don't know if he made a purchase there, but what we do know is that was the last time he was seen. 2 days later, that's when a call came into a wooded area, and that's when they found his car. His plates was missing, there was no keys, and the clothes that he was last seen in the surveillance video was in the back seat. These clothes, there were no visible signs of force or damage to his car. They searched the wooded area, and that's when they found his medical ID lanyard. On September 4th at 9:47 a.m., that's when they found an unidentified body in the river. The authorities refused to allow the family to do a visual ID, but they told them, "Hey, can we get a blood sample? We want to compare." His siblings gave a blood sample, but they still wouldn't identify if it was him or not. But what they did confirm is they're still looking for tips from the public. A few days later, someone turns in Jelani's wallet. They said they saw a black man who was wearing either a red shirt or red pants who dropped it. Credit card and money was still missing from the wallet, but his ID was there. His phone is still missing, and Jelani is a ghost. He has no social media presence. I spoke to the Day family, and they said Jelani is an honor student. This is so unusual. And they said the police are still looking for Jelani, but they're not doing their job, so the family hired a private detective to help the police. And his mother is offering a $25,000 reward for whoever is able to piece this together, or that would provide tips that would lead into finding him. So the big question here is,
Jelani Day was a 25-year-old grad student, a future doctor, a bright light, but in August, he went missing. Weeks later, his body was found in a river, and ever since, the question has been the same. What happened to Jelani Day? Why did it take so long to get national attention? Today, we are going to look into this tragic case, not just through the lens of missing man, but through a system that continues to fail Black Americans.
How many cases are we going to get where organs are missing? I feel like I shouldn't have to say this. He was a med student with a bright future. Then he vanished. 11 days later, they found his body in a river. And his organs missing? Jelani Day didn't just disappear. He was erased. His car was found in a weird place. His wallet, phone, and his license dumped. His body shows up 11 days later in a river. When the autopsy comes back, it is truly strange. This is the weird case and still unsolved case of Jelani Day. Jelani was a 25-year-old grad student, smart, kind, and very driven. He wanted to make a difference in healthcare, especially those for the underserved in the Black community. On August 24th, 2021, Jelani went to class and then to the store, and then he vanished. Surveillance footage shows him going into the store in Bloomington, Illinois. That was the last confirmed sighting. His family knew something was wrong right away because he didn't go a long time without contact. They begged for police to take it seriously, but police said that maybe he was just taking a break, as they said. 2 days later, his car was found in Peru, Illinois. This is about an hour away. His wallet, his license, and his phone were all found discarded, and his clothes were missing. None of this made any sense. 11 days later, his body was found floating in the river, the Illinois River, which is about 3 miles from where his car was found. And this is where it just gets bizarre, because the body doesn't make any sense. The local coroner ruled it as a drowning, but Jelani was a great swimmer. He was on a swim team in school. They offered no explanation for why he was there and what happened. So his family decided they were going to do another autopsy. And when they opened up the body, they found that a lot of his organs were liquefied. I don't know the science behind that, but it seems wrong. Anybody else? His brain was missing. His liver, his spleen, and his jaw was gone. And some of his other organs were missing or liquefied. Now, I don't know what all that means, but I know that it just sounds weird. And what's weirder is a lot of claims say that his eyes were missing as well. The condition of his body didn't seem natural, and that's what his family said too. Like, this does not seem like something that's right. But no one would call it an unaliving. Jelani's mother fought nonstop. They were super close, and she was not going to give up easily. And she pushed and pushed until the FBI got involved. But then they have no updates for us either. Case has been labeled suspicious, but not an unaliving. And people often compare Jelani's case to Kendrick Johnson, which I've done before. If you want to see his case, go back. It's definitely worth a watch. Because a lot of the things are very similar, especially this organ thing that's happening. Online sleuths has even pointed to like organ trafficking, which his mother has shut down pretty fast, saying that's not what they think is happening here. I don't understand it. Was it evidence mishandling? Does something happen to your body? If you know, please let me know in the comments below, because this just doesn't seem right to me. It's not sitting well. And especially since he was a black man entering a sundown town, and that to me raises alarm bells. To me, there are just too many things that don't add up. Jelani Day had so much potential to change the world that we live in. He was a black man wanting change in the healthcare industry and in the world. His unaliving is truly just a loss to our community. Please post all of your comments below, especially if you know any more to this story, because to me, it just seems wild. And please share his story, because he needs answers and justice for what happened here. And as always, follow me because I post true crime content daily.
His jawbone was reportedly sawed out. His genitals were gone. His body was found in a state of decomposition not consistent with the river's timeline. And yet the police say he probably drowned. No signs of trauma, no evidence of foul play. What? You expect us to believe a healthy 25-year-old black man just wandered off into a sundown town, stripped himself naked, removed his own organs, and threw himself into a river? Be serious. This isn't the first time a black person has been found mutilated with organs missing. Let's talk about patterns. Kendrick Johnson in Georgia, rolled up in a gym mat, missing organs. Tamila Hortford, found dead at the sleepover while white women covered up injuries and ruled an accident. Now Jelani Day. When black families demand answers, the system gaslights them. When black bodies are desecrated, the silence is loud. And guess what? There's no suspects, no arrests, no real answers, because when the victims are black, it becomes unsolved and unbothered. This is bigger than Jelani. This is about dehumanizing of black people in life and in death. You know what Jelani's mom, Carbon Bolden, said? My son did not drown. Someone murdered him. Someone is covering it up. And I believe her. Because the truth is, America's always been better at burying black bodies than protecting them. So Jelani Day didn't just go missing. He became a symbol of how little this country values black life when nobody's looking. And I'm here to make sure we don't look away. Do your research. Save the receipts. Ask yourself, why hasn't this made headline news? Say his name loud, Jelani Day, because we don't forget, we investigate, and we make noise until silence is no longer safe.
If you're a person of color, stop scrolling. So I was today years old when I found out what a sundown town is. Apparently, a sundown town is a town where the residents are only white, okay? You can work there if you're a person of color in the daytime, but when the sun sets, you need to be out of there. And if you're not, you can risk being killed, beaten, arrested, ran out of town, or even lynched. And I also heard sometimes the cops don't even intervene if a white person is doing something to you because you're not supposed to be out there after the sun sets anyway. This is mostly down in southern states like Texas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. It is in mostly all states, but it's more common in southern states. If you're caught driving out at night through a sundown town and you're a person of color, you're not safe. So before you take any trips, please do your research on sundown towns. Ever heard the phrase, be in before the streetlights come on? The generational trauma passed on, that's where that came from. Be safe taking southern routes. And sundown towns are way more common than you think, so please be careful.
Do you think you are safe just because it's 2025? Black families still avoid certain places when traveling. Still want each other to stay away, to stay safe in town like this. This is not history. This is now.
Stop and listen. You should care about missing black people too.
I do not understand why Jelani doesn't get that same coverage. Jelani doesn't get that same attention. Because just like Gabby is important, and I can sit in this seat and say I know what her mother is feeling like because she wants her child back. I want my child back too. And I want them to look for my child like they're looking for her. He is not a nobody. He is somebody, and I want him to come back home. I want them to give my son the same attention. And it makes me mad because this young white girl is getting that attention, and my young black son is not.
Jelani Day was last seen on August 24th. His vehicle was found in a wooded area on August 26th. He goes to Illinois State University. Please go do your FBI and detective work and go find him.
So right now, I need to know what happened to my child. And what I have started is a postcard campaign. I don't know if you've ever heard the name Jelani Day. But Jelani Day was my son. He was on the campus of Illinois State University for 1 week, and my son disappeared. I was notified that my son was missing, and they later found his car with the license plates removed 63 miles away in a sundown town in Peru, Illinois. At the same time, while I'm looking for Jelani, the police did not help me. So right now, I need to know what happened to my child. And what I have started is a postcard campaign. That postcard campaign is when you would purchase these postcards, and this postcard is going to go to the governor of Illinois and the attorney general of Illinois. I'm not going to continue to let them think that they're going to push my son's death under the rug, and we are not going to find out what happened to him. So by buying these postcards, what you're doing, you're helping me by letting the governor of the Illinois know and the attorney general of Illinois know that I am not the only one that's concerned about Jelani's death.
After he went missing, Jelani's mother begged the police to take his case seriously, but the energy and urgency we see in cases involving white victims just wasn't there. Gabby Petito went missing around the same time, and while her case deserved the attention it got the contract, yeah, the public, the police, all seemed to be careless because Jelani was black.
This video probably won't get a lot of views. And I want to bring awareness, and I hope that this video does that. Jelani Day didn't just go missing. He was found in a sundown town. His body was mutilated.
Thank you for watching my videos, guys. If you love what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe to my videos.